Hello, welcome to Petals, Crafts, and More. We're making us a beautiful pink wreath. You'll see we're going to start out with an evergreen wreath form. This one came from Walmart after Christmas on clearance. First thing we want to do is fluff that baby out. If you've ever put up a Christmas tree and fluffed it, you got the gist of fluffing out an evergreen. You just pick those limbs up and move them around to where everything looks full and complete. Now you'll see here that I've got some garland. This piece of garland here came from the Dollar Tree, the dollar store, one of the dollar places. And I'm just working it around the evergreen. And then I'm going to twist some of the evergreen leaves, limbs, whatever you want to call it, around the vine of the garland, and that's just going to add a beautiful texture of darker green foliage. Just put your vines down in there and twist. It's very simple. Trying to make sure that I've got all the vines hid inside of the stems of the evergreen. Now we've got another one that has a different shade of dark green foliage and smaller leaves. We're going to wrap it around. We're just adding texture and color, dimension, whatever you want to call it, to the wreath form right now. And you do it the same way. You see, I'm just going around the evergreen with the vine, wrapping the stems of the evergreen around the green part of the vine. Fluffing the leaves over to where they're facing toward the outside of the vine. And look at that. Great dimension. Now we have this eucalyptus swag, and I'm doing the same thing with it, and this is a different shade, so it's adding all that dimension and thrill and wow and all that stuff to it, plus it's filling in, and it is going to be my filler flower as well as my greenery because of the different shades, and I just like it. You'll see I'm taking some off the bottom there. That is so that it will lay down into the stems of the greenery, of the evergreen. Now we're just going to hot glue some of these and stick them back down into the evergreen. Notice that I get some hot glue on the bottom of the leaves. That's so that more surface will have glue on it to stick to the evergreen, and that way it'll stay there. Get it fluffed out. Get my evergreen shaped better a little so I can determine where my top's going to be. Now you'll see that I'm taking some of that eucalyptus off of there. I'm going to put my bow there, and I don't want the eucalyptus to make it hang crooked. And there again, I'm just going to take what I pulled off and hot glue it to the wreath form wherever it looks a little shaded or thin at. Now, I've already made this bow before we got started on the wreath, and we're just going to attach it using a pipe cleaner. Twist it around through there, double it up on itself, hide it into the form, and then cover it up with some greenery. And see, voila, you don't even know it's there. Now, I'm not going to ducktail this. I'm just going to angle cut it because I want it to curl. And sometimes, especially this thick ribbon like this is, those ducktails get all wompy when you're curling it up. Didn't get that quite as even as I wanted it. Now we're going to leave them curled like that right now during the process of designing the wreath to keep the hot glue from getting on it and ruining our beautiful bow. That was the last of that ribbon I had, so we can't replace it. Now making sure that all the ends of the evergreen are kind of bent one way or the other. It really doesn't matter which way you bend them. Just bend them over a little bit so they won't be sticky or pokey. And look at these beautiful flowers. I put a drop, there we go, a drop of hot glue on the bottom of your stick, and then put it in on the existing stick, and it will stick right to it and you won't have any lag in your hot glue. You'll notice that we're going at the same angle with these florals. That is just a rule of thumb. When you're going around a wreath, stay in one direction all the way around it. Now, you will notice, though, that I did not do that completely. The rule is all the greenery and all the florals should go in one direction. But in this situation, put my eucalyptus vine opposite direction of my florals. And the reason why I did that was so it would stand out more between the florals instead of laying down under them. It took 2.5 of these bouquet bushes, and they've got, I'm really not sure what that one pink flower is. One is a ranunculus, one is a rose, and then the other one is almost like some form of a daisy or a mum. And that's not a mum, but it has those characteristics. Fluff, fluff, fluff. There we have it, guys. Quick and easy. Look how beautiful. This would make a perfect gift for mom, grandma, aunts, sisters. Beautiful, beautiful wreath to say I love you. Don't forget to water the flowers, guys. I just noticed, guys, the misspelling at the top of the video. I am so sorry. Thanks for watching.